I'll never get used to this.
And I realized that I'm in love with you.
You're not dreaming now.
Steve, I love you too.
We back at it one time for your mind. Again, I'm reading Jaleel's book, and get Jaleel's book because he's talking about Kelly in it. And it's the only reason why I bought it, by the way. I had no plans in buying the book. Don't get into it like Stephen Lord getting into it right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Jaleel wrote in his book, Falling Out with Kelly. Now look, it says, growing up, Urkel highlighted White's bond with Williams. He played Laura. Okay, sorry, y'all, I gotta do it. AKA the object of Steve's affection and his eventual wife on the show. The pair briefly had a falling out while filming season 5. Guys, I'm just asking, who do you think was the problem behind that? Just take a wild guess. Okay, anyway. I'm just saying. It said that it got so bad that they stopped speaking altogether. It's a misunderstanding that caused permanent discord between the co-stars. Let me pause here just for a second, okay? I'm gonna get to the rest of the video. Let me just pause here for a second. 2 things. What have I been saying to you guys this whole time? He's trying to discredit Kelly. He's trying to, can I say B-U-L-L-Y her out of what she did as Laura Winslow? I've been telling y'all that. Look what he says here. It said it was caused by a misunderstanding. So now you're going to say that there's permanent damage done off of a misunderstanding? That doesn't make any sense to me. He vowed, guys. He vowed. He vowed never ever again will I catch feelings for an actress I was working with. You guys hear what he actually says. Okay.
In season 5, Kelly and I had a falling out. Things got so bad between us, we actually stopped speaking altogether. We were crushing on each other, and a petty misunderstanding neither of us can accurately recall caused discord between us. We filmed at least 10 episodes avoiding eye contact. Scene break, I said to her softly, "This is stupid. Can we please just be cool again?" My appreciation for Kelly as an actress was immense. I vowed never again to catch feelings for an actress I was working with on screen. As we approached our college years, Kelly and I once again began to drift.
Listening to this with Jaleel, it really reminded me of this. Do y'all remember that? No, look, we got more because remember they had the arguments and all that type of stuff, and the relationship is ruined forever. This whole first album from Chris Brown is just documentation of Kelly and Jaleel's interaction. Check it out. Got one more. You saw I had to take it back, with Chris Brown. I actually think that's his best album. It's the only album I listened to from him. He has some hits on there, but you saw, we started out because, Kelly and Jaleel, they were young and, things got hostile. They got a little hostile, right? So then you're like, hey, it's never the right time to say goodbye, right? And then we got the last one coming in with Chris Brown where he said, God will give you someone better than me. Just trust, be okay. Like you can get better than me. So I thought that was this real kind of, taking you down the journey. The first thing I'm going to continue to say, what I've always said is, I don't care. I truly do not believe it has anything to do with their chemistry. As a matter of fact, it explains to their chemistry, right? Jaleel said that they were beefing and weren't even talking to each other during the 5th season. Guys, could we tell that? No, because their chemistry is God-given. All they got to do is walk in it. That's it. Attitude, don't feel good, tired of you, yo boo, whatever it is. All they got to do is walk in it because it was God-given. So whether or not they dated, whether or not they liked each other, all that type of stuff, it really doesn't matter. What's the second thing that for some of y'all, for the 3 of y'all that follow all my videos, what have I always said? I've been trying to call Jaleel out on this for years. Like, Jaleel, there ain't no way on God's beautiful green earth that there are not periods of time that you work with this beautiful woman that you didn't see her as beautiful. Okay? Like, that is not breaking news to me. It's not breaking news. I've been saying it. Jaleel and Kelly are both hot. Like Jaleel said, my feelings grew for her. Guys, I don't believe it. I honestly don't believe it. And I'm getting ready to show you why I don't believe it. I'm going to show you. But the first thing I want to point out is he used admiration. Who wrote that for him? He used admiration. And why do I say that? He's never showed admiration for Kelly in anything. If anything, he downplays what she did. Last time I checked, that ain't admiration. So I'm already thinking to myself, like, who wrote that for him? Who's some poetry movie? You know what I'm saying? It's hint for me because I haven't found an interview where he shows admiration. Is he remembering everything as it happened? Why am I saying that? Number one, I don't believe that this happened, that Jaleel really had love for Kelly based on how he treats her now. Okay? I don't believe that based on the other things that I've seen. And also, I just think Jaleel put this in his book to sell his book.
I think when you moved in with them.
I never moved in with them.
You never moved in with them?
I never moved in with them Winslows.
I thought your parents...
You ain't got to lie to kick it. I never moved in with them.
I thought your parents went away and...
No, I never moved in with them, though.
Oh.
I never did.
I really thought you moved in with the Winslows.
No,
That's crazy.
No.
End of season 6. This is what I'm saying when it comes to him talking about his book and talking about his little feelings for Kelly and all that. Like, is he remembering things as they actually happen? Because there's been many times I've listened to Jaleel and he's giving wrong information. If he forgets such big things like this, why should I believe anything that he wrote in his book? Now check this out what Jaleel does here.
Broke up with Laura Winslow. I always thought she was really hot. The girl that played Laura.
You little troublemaker now.
I mean, did you ever hit Laura off screen.
Man, Kelly's like my sister, man. That's incestuous, man. There might have been other business on that studio lot, but not Kelly.
You know this, man.
What's up?
Did you and Laura ever hook up?
Come on, man. That's like my sister, man. We got kids, man. Come on, man.
Dog.
Come on. Hey, look.
Did you ever kind of like her a little bit, like,
in
real life? Like,
look, you definitely have childhood crushes, but understand you also
when she went up?
You're also working on a movie studio, and there's a lot of other stages around you too. So
what somebody does one time, but it's what they repeatedly do. Jaleel has denied any type of anything with Kelly other than business, and he barely claims that. This moment, Jaleel could have simply said, "Oh yeah, but you probably did too, right? Yeah, back in the day, I had a little crush on her. She had a little crush on me. Wasn't nothing big to it. She like a sister to me now." That's all Jaleel had to say. That's all he literally had to say. If it was actually true, you feel what I'm saying? So that's what makes me wonder: is he putting this stuff in a book to sell it? He's like, man, that's like my sister. They know she's like your sister now, bruh. But that's not, they talking about back then. They talking about back in the day. Jaleel confesses the truth right here.
Oh my gosh. Now, the girl on the right, I actually knew my entire childhood.
Really?
And she was my real life childhood crush.
Oh no.
Yeah. Our mothers were friends. That's how you hung out back then.
Right.
It was whoever your mama was friends with.
Yeah.
Ebony Smith was her name.
Can you go? So if y'all don't know, like that was the girl that played Penny. That was Laura's first best friend before she got Maxine. And again, I'm just saying, I'm reading his book. He don't mention, he said her name is Ebony Smith, right? She got married now, so her name is something else now. But he does not mention her in the book whatsoever. Why? Because it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell if he goes and puts who his actual real crush was. Just like if he goes and admits he was in love with Michelle Thomas and not Kelly. That's not going to move the needle. It's not going to move, because I wouldn't have bought the book. I'm like, oh, I expected that. I still expect that. Just because of the admiration that he shows, the respect that he shows Michelle. The love in his eyes, like every time he talks about her, just look into his eyes. And just, guys, put it together. Like, think about it. Now he's able to talk about Michelle without really getting emotional crying. Why? Because he's found love again, right? He's found love again. He, fell in love. Hopefully that's what it is. He got married. And so now that it's easier to deal with that. Because before, Jaleel could not talk about Michelle without crying. But now you're seeing him in multiple interviews where he talks about her. And I think it's because, he got that newfound love. He has to go and drag Kelly's name into it, to sell books, not parts. Jaleel goes in and talks about, and I vowed that I would never catch feelings for somebody that I'm working with. And I'm just like, is that a statement? Like, that should be what it is anyway. Like, why did you allow yourself that in the first place? Like, it wasn't, this is your coworker. You work with her. And then you got to sit up here and think about it too. Joe Marie and Thelma Hopkins weren't about to let Kelly be with Jaleel. Like, and I don't even think maybe with them being on the same show that they would have even allowed that as two teenagers. What are we doing? What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that was supposed to be a big statement, if it was supposed to, make Kelly look bad. Like, oh, look what she put me through, guys. I vowed to never. It's like, bro, you should have been doing that in the first place. Like, what were you doing? You know what I'm saying? Where he talks about when he turned about 16, baby, he trying to, you know what I'm saying? He trying to see what's up. So again, when I think what it was with Kelly was nothing more than him trying to GTD. Y'all watch Martin, right?
What does GTD stand for? Got the draws!
Y'all know what it is. And I think Kelly was like, not that girl like that. This interview guy presses her on it. And just check out what she says here. And Kelly has been consistent in saying these things.
Well, here's what I want to know. We could see the energy, the chemistry, how dynamic things were on stage. Mm-hmm. Was there any relationship off stage, any friendship, any, did you guys hang out or what? I ain't trying to get all in your business, but a little bit.
No.
Okay. So like around the same age, so started out 11 like that. Y'all got to be 17, 18 years old.
Right.
Did he kind of like you? They'll try.
No,
I hear you say he's like your brother.
Yes.
So that was it.
That's it.
Okay.
He had his girlfriends, I had my friends, and that's it.
First of all, I love that Kelly was really pressed on this because she rarely is. It's always Jaleel. So I loved how he kind of was like, hey, did he kind of like you a little bit? You know what I'm saying? But pay attention to those words that Kelly said. She said, he had his girlfriends and I have my friends. She didn't say boyfriends. She said he had his girlfriends. I have my friends. Are y'all picking up what she's putting down? She said he had multiple girlfriends. And even just according to him, because like you said, when he became Stefan, his love life went to 1,000. That checks out. And this is what I'm saying. Why is it that none of them other women, the Beckys and the Lisas, and why are they not in the book? When you turned into Stefan and your love life was on 1,000, why aren't they mentioned in the book? Where are they at? Where are they at, Waldo? Where are they at? If he goes and writes a story about Becky broke his heart, that's not gonna sell. Me and Kelly, we lost touch, in our college years. But let me show you something real quick. This is why I keep saying, like, what is this dude even talking about?
I was watching Family Matters. I always noticed you guys, you look like you were very close and stuff. Was there any cast members you were?
Darius was probably like my brother. He really was, and we still talk to this day because we have kids. We were closest out of everybody. Myself and Darius got to play Eddie Winslow, and Michelle, obviously, may she rest in peace. We were very close.
Thank you so much.
Again, guys, let's add it up. He just got asked a direct question. And he mentioned Darius and he mentioned Michelle, which he always does. He did not mention Kellie. So again, when he talks about, well, me and Kellie, we lost touch and we did it. Did you have touch? You got to have touch to lose it. Because according to you, you weren't close with her anyway. So like, again, why am I saying all this stuff? Because it's like he wants to go and drag Kellie and put Kellie in his book. But where's the other females? Where's the other women that you actually went the distance with? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Went the distance. But those women were not mentioned. And I really think that, Jaleel is doing this to sell a book. Like I said, I would have never bought it if he just talked about Susie and, how Susie broke his heart. Or if he talked about all these women that he, fa-na-na-na, y'all know that? Fa-na-na-na, that he fa-na-na-na with, you know what I'm saying? If he just talked about them, I wouldn't have bought the book. Here's the rest of the women, Jaleel. Why are you just singling out Kellie? Because you're trying to drag her name into this, man. You're trying to make money off of that when he has my biggest thing is you have denied it. And remember this is why I love what Kellie said. He had his girlfriends. I have my friends. He out there being busy, getting busy, doing busy, okay? And I have my friends, which if people don't realize, like, he was probably doing stuff I wasn't ready to do yet. That's why I said he was probably trying to GTD. That's it. He was trying to get them, y'all know what it is. So, guys, I said this before. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I don't believe him because I don't think he's remembering things accurately. I just don't believe that he is. And I think he's capping. I think he's capping a little bit to sell a book, guys. I'm sorry. I know he's like, no, Kellie and Jaleel. And I'm like, it was never in the cards. What was in the cards for Kellie and Jaleel is what we saw on display every Friday night. He ends the chapter with Kellie. And he goes into the next chapter talking about, do y'all know the song? Talking about he wants some, okay? Y'all know what the song I'm talking about. So, it's like, I don't like the fact that he's bringing Kellie into this and trying to make it look like the situation was bigger than it was. I'm not saying, because I even think I saw an interview where Kellie said, Jaleel was like, yeah, y'all was always beating me up. And Kellie was like, yeah, because we was in love with you. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I don't think it's the love that Jaleel's trying to portray. I think it's that kid love. Yeah, we thought we was in love with you type of thing. You do. You go beat him up and you mess with him because he cute and all that type of stuff. I don't think it was anything real. I don't think it was anything serious. And it's like, to me, it's like, Jaleel, why are you even bringing something up that happened when you guys were 16 years old? And why do you expect us to believe it now when you've denied it for 25 years? Deny. You know, if your credit card gets denied multiple times, you're going to say, there ain't no money on that joker. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no money there, okay? I told you, I am a person that goes by what I see somebody repeatedly do or what I see them repeatedly say. And I've been taught, man, when somebody tells you something 20 times to one time, you know what I'm saying? You might want to go what they said 20 times, not the one time. The only time that Jaleel's ever referred to Kellie in any type of manner like that is in his book. That is it. And some people may sit there and say, well, maybe he wanted to keep it private. Okay, well, which one are we supposed to believe now? What are we supposed to believe? Because he's been capping for years, if it's true in his book, or he's been specifically asked this and you have denied it. And so that's why I would just tell people, like, that's what people are going to remember. That's what people are going to hold on to. That's what people are going to hold you accountable to, is what you repeatedly do tells the truth, okay? What you consistently do tells the truth. Not what you do sometimes. What you consistently do will tell the truth. It will reveal the truth. And that's what people will make their opinions on. So just be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Be real about it. 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, therefore, beloved brethren, be steadfast and constant, always abundant in the work of the Lord, knowing that your work is not in vain in the Lord. Another one, it says, but let your yes, this is something I always try to remember, but let your yes be yes and your no, come on somebody, and your no be no, so that you may not fall under condemnation. I want to encourage people in, because sometimes we get mad, it's like, why you da-da-da-da-da-da? It's like, what have you consistently been doing? What have you consistently been saying? Oh, it's what you repeatedly do, it's what you constantly do, it's what builds habits, and it's what tells your truth. But yeah, man, love God, love people. May God bless you, may God keep you.
Take a risk, don't never take a break. Never.